Welcome back. We are in the kitchen with Chef Romeo from Romeo's Kitchen and Spirits. It's great to have you back on the show.
Nice to be back.
You liking that snow out there?
No, I'm not ready for it.
No, it's early.
No.
Yeah, let's not even talk about
Not done with summer yet. Well, somewhat of a
We're still
summer.
waiting for summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we're making pork chops today with a pepperoni sauce. This is
Yes.
an unusual combination, but I have no doubt fabulous because it's
Yeah,
you making
I mean,
it. So.
we wanted to be creative with the new menu, and all I can think about is pizza when I was thinking about it. And we used to have a pork and pierogies. I'm like, you know what, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Why don't we make pepperoni sauce?
Look at this perfect pork chop, by the way. This is like perfect. I have to show this without dropping it. Look at that delicious little pork chop with the bone. Can we see it?
Yes, it is.
Look at
So
that.
what we would do,
Delicious.
a lot of complaints with pork chop is they tend to dry very fast, right?
Dry
And
out.
A lot of chefs kind of
Yes.
do little different things with pork chops. What we did here is we kind of cooked it sous vide. Well, we cooked it sous vide, and we cooked it at a certain temperature. And what we would do now is at the restaurant we would actually grill them because I like that smoky flavor of the pork chop. But today we're just gonna pan roast them.
Okay.
Show you a couple of tricks that we would like to do when you pan roast pork chop.
Okay.
First of all, you want to really start with a hot pan, especially if you have a raw product, pork chop. You kind of want to use that sear to get that lovely caramelization of the meat itself. I believe you said that earlier. You kind of want to seal the juices.
Yeah.
It's a myth, but it actually works as well. You know, the caramelization makes the meat itself sweeter, so it's very important that you do that. We're also gonna pair this dish with polenta. So like I said, the idea is like making pizza. I'm using the polenta almost like the cheese. I have the pepperoni sauce, and I have the meat that goes with it.
This is fun. This is
little
a
different.
Romeo invention.
Yeah, it really is.
Awesome.
It's a fun thing. We tried it the first time. We weren't very happy with it, so we kind of changed it up a little bit, and it turned out well, and a lot of people like it.
When you pan sear pork, how do you know when it's done? Do you cut right into it, or do you just know? I mean, how do you-
What I like to do, well, for me, it's a little easier because I've kind of done it like maybe a million times. But I like to use thermometer, especially if I'm using if I have like a big roast or a thicker piece of steak at home, and if I want it perfect, I use a thermometer.
Yeah, I do too.
Some people will go with how it feels and stuff like that, which is good as well. But again, you're almost gambling, right?
Yes.
You're doing it blind.
You don't want to
So,
gamble, especially
exactly.
with pork. You got to make sure it's cooked.
Yes, because when it's dry, it's not as good. Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay. Didn't touch
So
me actually.
now that it got a little hot, we're just gonna put a little seasoning in here, so a little
Okay.
salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Anything else that you season with?
We use some herbs in there when we're cooked in a sous vide. And again, you want to hear that sear, right?
Yum.
And now you can start smelling the pork itself, and that's the whole idea, right? So with the pork, we're just gonna use some again pepperoni sauce. We got some pepperonis, the spices that goes in making pepperonis itself, a little bit of tomatoes, a little bit of chicken stock, and that's basically it. We cooked it all the way down, and then we kind of pureed it with the sausage itself, so you kind of have that pepperoni.
Is it spicy?
that feel to it. A little bit of spice in there. Kind of like to cook with a little bit of heat, so yeah, I enjoy it. And also with the stock, because we make a lot of cheese in the house now, we make ricotta in the house. So the water or the rest of the milk that doesn't turn into cheese, we kind of save those, and we use it as a stock to cook the dish itself.
Okay.
So with the vegetable, I'm just gonna put some stock in there, a little bit of that butter, and I kind of like to use a little bit of olive oil in there as well, just to get that acidity from the olive oil to match my dish itself. A little bit of braised cabbage, or sorry, braised kale.
Nice. What kind of cut is this? It's just a chop, but
This is
the bone
this
like-
is actually a pork rack. So when you buy like a roast and it has a bone in,
Yep.
this is actually the bone itself or the roast itself.
It's just a good-looking pork chop.
It really is. It's you know, by the time you're done with all the meat, you kind of pick up that bone and you eat up the sides of it. I
Yep.
think that's the best part of the pork, to be quite honest.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm just gonna let this thing cool off there for a
Okay.
minute. Warm up my vegetable a little bit. I also have some roasted peppers
In
that
the
I
oven.
prepared earlier.
Nice.
And then we're just gonna use it to start plating. The polenta itself is made with cornmeal, butter, a little bit of olive oil, chicken stock, and a little bit of that cheese stock that we make. Okay. You ever had polenta before?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, if I want something creamy and rich, and I don't want to have potatoes, usually polenta is my go-to.
Is it better for you?
Not necessarily. Really, it's like eating corn, right? So there's a lot more sugar in here than it is in potatoes, in my opinion. I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Yes, absolutely. This
So-
is when the magic happens. Your presentation is always the
But yeah,
signature.
it's gotta come. It's gotta come out nice. When you start talking about dishes and it sounds so good, and you don't present it nicely, it just doesn't give you that effect.
Yes.
So a little bit of that guana padano on the plate, right? So again, I want to have that cheese flavor in the bottom. A little bit of the vegetables. Again, a little bit of that braised kale. A little bit of that carrot that we have. And some of these peppers.
The presentation is truly an art form.
It really is, and I think that it's fun for us as chefs when we started plating food because we put a lot of work in there already.
Absolutely.
So at this point in time, we kind of want to make sure that it looks good. So a little bit of that sauce. Again, it's like eating pizza, but it's not. You're actually eating it with almost
You know
like
what?
a steak.
This might be good for kids too. If they know that it's going to taste like pizza, they might eat their pork.
You know what? That's funny. Maybe I'll try it
Try it
this
with the kids at
weekend
home.
and let them try pork chop with a little bit of pepperoni sauce.
Look at that.
There you have it. So this is
Sorry.
this is my pan roasted or grilled pork chop at work.
Beautiful.
A little bit of polenta, pepperoni sauce, and some nice roasted vegetables.
Fantastic. This is on the menu right now, I take it?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Romeo, you never disappoint. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't bring lunch today. Win, win,
There we
and
go.
win. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for
If
having
you
me.
would like to try something off the menu, of course, romeoskitchen.ca. You can also make a reservation at 372-5312. Time for a quick break. Stay with us.